Alright. What the fuck is going on?
What's good?
Welcome. This is another episode of Park Car Talks. It is your co-host CJ. I'm here with the boy, Zach. We're here with our special guest right now, the one and only Carlos Mojica.
Appreciate you.
Welcome.
Having me on.
Of course, anytime.
Thank you for being on.
Y'all are legends, so it had to be done at some point, yeah?
Of course, thank you. Appreciate it.
The boost has already started.
There ain't no booster around here.
Young legend himself.
Zach Scott, thank you.
Zach Scott as well, but I was talking about you, you know.
Carlos Mojica, everyone.
Yeah, welcome.
Crickets.
Welcome.
We can add that in the
Let's go!
So, I appreciate y'all for having me on.
Yeah, for sure.
I know it's been something you want to do for a while now,
Yeah.
so finally get your foot in the ground,
Yeah.
up and running. So I'm happy for you, happy for both of y'all actually.
Yeah, appreciate you.
So hopefully, it's gonna be consistent. They're gonna take off. The topic's cool, and then I ain't gonna spoil the logo, but the logo, once you get it made, is actually pretty fire.
Yeah,
I like the idea and the concept behind it.
Yeah.
So once that's made, it's just gonna be nice. Ain't gonna lie.
Yeah, it's in the works. Don't you worry, y'all. We're gonna get that out in the
world. Yeah, we'll get out and get it out to the world. Yeah.
What are y'all gonna use? To like
Microsoft Paint.
to
to try to get.
Yeah.
What was the one that y'all used?
We use Fiverr.
Fiverr, yeah, that's probably the one I used because y'all, honestly, y'all's whole thing, like I said, that was one of the main reasons why I wanted to get you and then Cam in the future episodes, just because y'all were, this whole thing that y'all been doing has been like something we've been talking about before it was a thing. So seeing all this stuff and all the guests y'all got on and how much y'all are growing and everyone's kind of respecting y'all, it's like, man, like, it's just cool because I was there before it was an actual thing. So that's why I was like, man, like,
you're one of the few who been there from the beginning, and it's crazy too because I wanted to do like the podcasting thing before it was even a big thing.
Yeah.
You can ask him.
Yeah.
It was in high school I wanted to do it. Then he went off to college. We talked about doing it nonstop, but we didn't want to do it because we did, for one, consistency, and for two, we just didn't want to put out some BS really.
Yeah, for sure.
Just on some webcams, some
jackass
mic, stuff like that.
Exactly.
And then to put out episodes once here and there.
Mm-hmm.
So for us, it's in our mindset, nobody's gonna take you serious if you aren't consistent in what you're trying to do.
Exactly.
So it's they made this cool video, but they're not gonna post another one for who knows when.
Yeah. But that's always the thing. But yeah, man, appreciate you coming on. We kind of talking about it a little there, but I kind of want to get more personal. Get everyone to who is Carlos Mojica. That's what I want people to be able to come to this video and kind of watch and learn and the young goat himself. Oh yeah, I'll hit you with something you're gonna like. So this is a question I'm gonna ask you because you're gonna appreciate it. Who are you today?
Damn, I don't know, you drop or what, dude?
Who are you today? Shout out Hex.
Who am I today?
All right, let's talk about while back. Let's go back to high school.
High school?
Yeah.
No, it's probably close.
Yeah, it's
Answer
probably.
that verse.
Yeah.
Who I am today?
Yes.
I am a. Man, I don't even know how to answer this question. I watch it all the time. I don't know.
He's a handsome man.
I'm a visionist. The whole reason I started the podcast. A grinder, a dedicated worker. I've recently entered in a new chapter in my life, so now I'm on my path of finding who I am and being open to different aspects of life. So right now, just who I am. I'm just someone who's working on myself, someone who's trying to be better for myself. Just because I came to the realization if I'm not good for myself, then I'm not going to be good for others. I recently started working out again, started running again, slowly get into it. and then go back into the gym. And then that's who I am today.
Good answer. I like
Hey,
it.
quick question. Do you have a LinkedIn?
Technically, yeah. It's not
Okay.
like my personal one, but yeah.
I was gonna say, yeah, everything you said, they have like A1 like LinkedIn content right there.
I'm dead.
Is it? You know, set my page up?
Yeah, you're about it.
I saw you trying to DM a girl on LinkedIn.
I know we talking about you, not me out here.
I did. But yeah, okay.
Anywho.
Yeah, visionary, definitely, man. Like I said, like we were talking about earlier, you were kind of ahead of the curve when it came to this whole podcast thing. So it's like,
I mean, not really to toot my own horn. I really think I still am ahead of the curve. I'll be honest though, like at the end of the day, I don't put in the work that I should put in for it, and I think anybody that's passionate about what they do will say that regardless. But I truly believe that I don't actually put in the work that I do, and I think that comes from what the closest people to me have been trying to tell me a long time is like, pretty much what you put inside of you is what's going to come out of you. So I just put negativity in my body. I'll never go outside. I'll never eat right. I wouldn't drink that much water. Just I was putting always junk in my system.
yeah.
And then it kind of just grew accustomed to my life and my lifestyle, and that's how it became. Just lazy, didn't want to do shit, didn't want to go outside, just want to stay inside, just want to stay in my room. So I'm trying to change my ways and be healthier, cut out fast food, only drinking water.
There you go.
Like I said, started running again.
Sir.
Trying to eat healthier, just to get all that negativity out that I put in. Trying to, because I mean, it is true. Like what you do put inside your body kind of does reflect what you put out yourself. So I feel like if I'm gonna be a better person overall, then I mean it's gonna start with that, and then just hold myself accountable. Really.
Gotcha. So with all that being said, like that, what's something that you kind of would go back and change, like within the last couple of years?
As in like what, like everything as a whole, or like
Yeah, I mean,
things?
just like your life as a whole. You're like, man, like if I could have gone back, like for example, let's say like not to be corny, but if you had like a time machine, like hey, like I'll go back and change that, like I'll go redo that part of my life or something like that.
Definitely with big thing is I can't even say the food thing just because it's always been a thing. So I don't know exactly where I would go back, but the biggest thing right now for me is going back and changing the way I was with my ex-girlfriend. Same thing with the podcast was the same thing in the relationship. It's just I wasn't the best version of myself, and it showed. I was lazy in the relationship. I didn't necessarily put all my effort in. I was selfish, did stuff in my own time, stuff like that. So that's something that I would go back and change for sure. Just because it's like that was the girl that I love, the girl that I want to be with, the girl that I want to marry. And we just recently broke up after total of like 4 years really. So I mean it's been tough, but that's really like the only thing that I would change really. Just because I don't know when. I mean, if I could go back and change the way like I did my lifestyle, that's the other thing I would change. I guess really when I started going to the gym, really, I was with y'all. Really, a long time ago, all of us just go to the gym together. And, yeah, I mean, we're on the grind, and that's, I guess, when I was kind of at my best, but I guess then, now I'm going to get back into it, but I wish I never stopped.
I feel you. I want to get a little more, why you are the way you are, So, like, what's your background? Where are you from? How old are you type shit,
So, from Pflugerville, Texas.
Yeah.
Little, yeah, you know what I'm saying?
Say that
I'm always
with
gonna
your
say Pflugerville.
chest,
People ask for Texas.
He being shy over here, he said, Texas.
No, I do tell people.
Yeah.
This shit is easy, bro.
I mean, it's this area is just growing.
Yeah.
So it's like they're gonna now. It's like they're probably gonna know the name.
Yeah, definitely now.
And then we have a lot of big time athletes that started to come out of here too.
Mm-hmm.
We just had the dude for Texas that plays basketball just came out of Hendrickson.
Oh yeah.
Temple. Was it Temple? Or somebody just got somebody from Pflugerville. A receiver just took a D1 offer. Yeah.
Okay.
Then you got like Okafor and all them.
Yeah.
Anyways, no, I'm from Pflugerville, born and raised. Lived there my whole life. 25 now. Just still don't know what I want to do in my life, just like everybody else. School wasn't really for me. I tried it. Wasn't for me. I have a hard time with. I want to learn what I want to learn. I'm hard-headed. And that's like a big flaw that I have is I'm hard-headed. I'm stubborn. But I want to learn what I want to learn. I don't want to sit and fucking do math, chemistry, some bullshit I'm not going to use for my degree because I wanted to have a degree in communications and do sports communications. But I was just like I was in math class, dude, and I was like, dude, I don't want to do this shit. Like I'm out. And that was it. And then because even before that, dude, I knew I wanted to do this podcast shit. So I was honestly once I was done, I was waiting for Cam to come home, and so we just do it. And then he finally came home, and I mean, here we are. Y'all's audience will learn more about that later.
Yeah,
but here we are, 2 years later, and we're doing it. But I have a brother, 2 parents, happily married. I've always been a family guy. Always surrounded myself with family, always been close with my family. And that's really it. There's paths that I've been down or things that I've witnessed that have made me view things differently from like a regular person, and I would be what's the word? When like somebody just like closed-minded to it, you know?
Judgmental.
I guess you could say I was judgmental in a way, or that I am judgmental in a way. But
I think close minded probably like would have been the best kind of word for that.
yeah, so like I wouldn't. It hurt my relationship too, and I wouldn't say it hurts my friendship, but it plays a part in like part of my friendships just because it's like stuff that I don't do. Like I don't drink, I don't smoke, I don't go out, and I've never. I mean, as long as y'all know me, I've never smoked weed once.
Yeah.
I've been out with y'all twice.
Yeah. Maybe.
Yeah. I haven't even been out with you, but we have gone next to you.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah,
I've definitely gotten lit before,
Yeah.
but it's not something that I.
Every single
Yeah.
day.
Every
It's a
single
rarity.
week. Yeah, it's a rarity, and I barely drink, and I wish I wasn't that way. I think I'm coming to a point in my life where I'm starting to fade away out of that. Because there's a lot of childhood things that like traumatized me, I guess, and made me have a different view and stigmas towards drinking and smoking. And then I guess going out. So it made me a tight ass, and like I always only saw something like
For that reason why you found out about it.
and that plays a big part of like who I am today. But like I said, I'm self-evaluating myself, something I'm starting to do daily and hold myself more accountable. Because I just want to see different reasons for like why people do it so much. Like why do people like it so much? Is it just are you addicted? Is it just like the feel? Is it just something that you have to do to like get through the day? Like why?
Yeah.
And I mean everybody's reason is going to be different. It doesn't mean everybody's reason is right. It doesn't mean everybody's reason is wrong. But everybody has their own reason.
Exactly.
And that's something that I struggled with a lot, just because I would just, it's not my thing, so I just stay away.
Yeah.
I just wouldn't just be around. I'm like, I ain't gonna do it, and then it's not me, and then when do it, they do it.
Yeah.
I don't really drink, so it's like when you are sober and you're not drinking, people are fucking annoying, dog.
Yep.
Because you said that the other day, you're like, yeah, when sometimes when I'm like DD and like I haven't drank that much and I'm around people, like I get fucking annoyed because people are annoying when they're drunk.
Yeah.
It's like, it's hard because I don't really drink like that, and I'm also the type of person like stand my ground. So if you like buy me a shot and I don't want it, I'm not fucking drinking it. You either wasted your money or it's going to somebody else.
Yeah.
So it's either you're taking it, somebody else is taking it, or you wasted your money. Because if I don't want it, I'm not gonna do it. Yeah. So I'll do like a shot, 2 shots, but like I'm like, all right, I'm cool. I'm not doing it.
Yeah.
And,
That's good.
And I feel bad, but I don't feel bad.
Yeah, I feel you.
Because it's like I feel bad because like you bought me the shot, but I don't feel bad because at the end of the day, you also know that I don't really.
That's not. Yeah, I wasn't gonna do this. So.
Yeah, I don't really drink like that, so it's like.
I understand.
Why do you even do it in the first place, you know? No, I'm starting to come out my shell a lot.
Yeah.
So, I mean, that's just kind of my background, I guess.
Yeah, for sure.
Other than grew up playing sports.
Yeah, I was like, bro, you kind of, you know.
Yeah, I grew up playing sports.
Yeah, what sports did you play?
Funny story. So, I obviously growing up played football, basketball, baseball. And when I got to middle school, because I played baseball basically my whole life, over the summer, always going to tournaments, always playing, always losing, getting my shit ran. My team always sucked. I mean, really, because my parents didn't have like money like that, you know. Go ahead, crack over.
Yeah, I'm saying, don't be shy.
Oh, yeah, I was trying to make it loud. I was like, over here,
Like,
like.
I get it because there's a camera right there. You know what I'm saying? That's my whole thing.
And one hand.
One hand.
Brought to you by True.
I just
So you can
sit down and have a conversation with the boys. You know what I'm saying? That's what whole part talk.
I'm not answering that question.
Get us a show, bud.
Let's just say I came a long way from the first time.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Maybe at the end of the pod, you know.
But now,
Wait, you said Carl's gonna shotgun at the end of this?
absolutely not.
Hey, he just told you, right?
No.
He's strong-willed. You ain't gonna make him cry.
Yeah, I see him wearing the UCO there, Texas Strong.
Yes,
Charlie
sir.
Strong.
Yes, sir.
We'll get into that. We'll get into
Yeah,
it.
anyways. Yeah, sorry.
Pressure plus pipes, not dimes. You know what I'm saying?
You know what I'm saying?
You would know. Anyways.
But nah, my parents didn't have a lot of money, so it's like I was always on the last resort team, but like the team that just the parents weren't wealthy to like be on the actions, the better teams.
So then, the good team.
So like we always sucked really, but going into middle school, I was still playing baseball, and I started because I played football when I was like 8 or 9. I was cold.
As an 8 or 9, you got dead.
Hey, you know
He's
what?
like, well,
I
look
don't look like I belong at Ohio State.
You got a dark visor and everything, 8 years old.
I am a visor, but I had all the stickers.
Hey, Mr. Accessory right here for football.
But no, I was good. I ain't gonna lie, I was good. Still to this day, I would say that I was way better at football than I was at baseball because I truly was. I just we'll get to that point, but I played football when I was 8 or 9, and then I loved baseball, so I still played baseball. Then I got to middle school, I was still playing baseball, and then we're doing I think we're in fall ball, and I went to like 2 or 3 practices and told me, okay, I don't want to play no more. I love football. I want to play football. That's what I want to do. So I stopped playing baseball, and then I played football, and I was good. And there was just, once I got to high school, well, once I was out, when I was in middle school, there just like, there really was like something missing. And then I played my summer of 8th grade year, and then that's like what I found that was missing was baseball. So like I felt like I really fell in love, and I guess I reconnected with baseball, and then I quit football after my freshman year, sophomore year, and then played baseball the rest of like my high school career. I was supposed to go to college, but I ended up tearing my shoulder pitching this summer before going to college for baseball. But God has explained to everybody, so that wasn't in the scripture.
Yeah. Everything happens for a reason, man. I'm a big, firm believer in that. So, but obviously, as a high school senior, you're expecting to go to college. If you're doing what you've been wanting to do for the past 4 years, it kind of sucks. But
no, it definitely sucks. But at the same time, it's like I got friends that like play baseball and just like quit, stop playing because they're like, this shit sucked, or the coach sucked, or whatever. And I was like, dude, I'll fucking do anything to be on the fucking field. Yeah. I would do anything to be on the field. Yeah. And that's always like stuck for me. So I couldn't play baseball anymore, but I still like played like all-men softball, flag football, just to like keep my competitiveness going. Yeah. Because it was like I was like itching, just like do something. Yeah. So I just did flag football and baseball. Softball.
But yeah, well, that injury also didn't it? I guess you were always a fan of it, but it kind of made you enjoy it even more after the fact of you losing the ability to play baseball.
For sure.
The whole game.
Like the game can be taken away from you at any second of like your life, but like you don't really comprehend that until like it actually is taken away from you.
Yeah, exactly. That's with everything.
Yeah.
But I was saying that it kind of opened up your passion up more for the whole gaming aspect as well, right?
Big gamer, big gamer. You know what I'm
saying? PC, console, what?
I started off on console, obviously, but now I'm on PC. It's just kind of the way you have to go now is PC. Everybody and their mom has one, so it's like it's kind of what you have to do now to like be semi good at the game. Because if people who don't know like PC, like when you have a PC, you get more frames than like a console player does. So if you're on a PC playing against a console player, you're gonna see them a lot faster than they're gonna see you, and then you're just gonna die. Yeah. But now I stopped playing rec sports just because my shoulder just was hurting me. Because I never got surgery. I didn't get surgery. So I toured in 2015. I didn't get surgery until 2018. Yeah. And my shoulder was like fucking with me, dude. So I just stopped playing, and then I went to gaming. Then I had surgery. Stuck with gaming. Still played while I was like in my sling. But that's kind of where I took my competitiveness now was to gaming. I love it. Now, like since I'm doing like the reevaluation stuff about myself, I'm addicted to games. Like I'm addicted because people. I would say like no, I'm not addicted. I just love competing. Yeah. At the same time, I do love competing, but I'm also addicted to games. Okay. I don't manage my time well when I do play, just because like I just fall into it, just focus. I can't. Yeah. It's because, like I said, I love competing. I love getting better. I try to get better. I try to play with people that are better than me because they're gonna play with people, that we're gonna get into games that people are better than me.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm a full gamer. I mean, you know, I'm always in my room playing, always screaming at the damn.
Yeah, no, exactly. That's why I had to bring that shit up, because I know that's like a big part of like who you are.
Yeah.
And it wasn't like the main reason y'all are wanting to start this whole opinionated brand and stuff, but it has a big influence on you. So that, I guess that was one of the other questions I was wanting to bring up, like who, you know, for who you like, way you are right now with the whole gaming and stuff. Was there anyone that like was like a big influence on you, like wanting to expand the brand and not just be like a podcast? Because you know we've had conversations about what you and Cam want to do, so I'm kind of aware of it, but you know everyone else isn't. So just kind of Is there?
Alright, so we're back with Carlos Mojica. No, I was kidding.
Yes, sir.
A big inspiration of mine is Hex. That's kind of why I fell in love with gaming, is because of the brand he made, Optic. And at one point, it still could possibly happen, but at one point, Cam and I wanted to have build like a Call of Duty team. It's because the main game I play.
Yeah.
And we played, and then that's like the main esport I follow and keep up with, and that's what I watch all the time. But I told him, this was a while ago. This was like when we first started it, to be honest. And I don't know if he necessarily agreed with me at this point, but he does now. But from the beginning, I never wanted it to just be opinionated. I never saw that as the end goal. From the beginning, I've always talked about rebranding to something that's going to be a media company. Something that's more of your, I want it to be something that's more of your one-stop shop rather than going to different platforms like we do. So that's something that I want to do. Or just maybe not rebranding, call it Opinionated Audio Network or something like that. Or Opinionated Podcast Network or something like that. But like I said, this was from when we first started, dude.
Facts.
I've always talked about rebranding and making it bigger than just opinionated. Doing something that's astronomical.
No, facts. That's kind of my whole mindset going into this whole thing, you know, that from the get-go. I mean, we've only done we used to shoot like podcasts and some little audio shit, like on some like, I've always been interested in it since like 2016, bro. So I was just down like, hey, like, you know, we talk about interesting stuff. We're a little funny every now and then.
That's like the dope thing about y'all's podcast though, is because it's like, it's called Park Car Talks, and y'all literally just talk like y'all are just in a fucking car, and there's no
direction.
There's no direction. You just whatever comes to mind. That's what we talk about. And it's a cool concept.
Appreciate it.
And it's dope. So that's like the cool thing about y'all's is it's like it can just go anywhere. It doesn't have to be like one certain thing.
That's exactly like, that was my whole purpose, you know. Like, obviously, like, having a specific thing that you talk about that people could go to you and, like, they know we're going to talk about gaming, sport, whatever it may be, you know? Like, that's good, and, like, that's how you build up a core fan base. But, I mean, ideally, bro, like, at the end of the day, I just want to be able to just talk about whatever I want to, the stuff that we're interested in, and we could, you know, have our little 2 cents into it. But ideally, just be able to sit down with the homies or another creative or someone like that we can promote essentially, or they can help us. They, you know, just try to build their brands, like entrepreneurs type stuff. So that's ideally what I'm trying to do with it too. So you because Hex is a kind of like a inspiration for me too, because I keep up with it. I've been watching fucking trick shot videos and like MW2, bro. You know what I mean? So that's why I'm like, bro, like this shit is insane. Like, how big it's gotten. So
like that's he's my person that I want to get on the podcast. Cam's is Cole Bennett.
Shit, either one.
Yeah,
bro.
those are both badass.
And then Albert is Supreme Dreams. Mark Phillips.
Oh,
yeah.
Hey, bro, that one's like not that hard to obtain because like y'all know people and like he
don't
lives.
Need to plug herself on her your own podcast, but go check
Hey,
out.
check out the pod, bro. Come on, quit bullshit.
Our video with Peyton Harden,
Yep.
Opinionated on YouTube.
Yes, sir.
Mark Phillips calls. You know what I'm saying?
Shout out the boys. Come on now, them opinionated
go check
boys.
them out. Yeah, for sure.
Check that shit out, bro. We'll link it for y'all.
But
Should I answer this?
Yeah.
go ahead.
Oh shit. Go ahead. That's fire.
Mark, what's up? I'm actually in Austin right now. I'm in the middle of shooting a podcast, the Opinionated Podcast. Can you say what's up real quick?
Oh, man.
All right, you're on speaker. Wait, say it again. You're on speaker.
I said, what's up with y'all, man? Mark Phillips, Supreme Dreams in the building, man. Shout out to Peyton. Show some love to him.
There you go.
Appreciate that. Appreciate you.
that.
Appreciate you.
What's up, bro?
But yeah, I mean, same mindset. It's for me. This is something that it's different for everybody.
Yeah.
But for me, this is something that's never. At the end of the day, it's nice to have money, nice to be able to do what you want, nice to have your financial freedom and all. But really, at the end of the day, it's more of something that I'm passionate about and that I love doing, and I feel like that's far greater than money because I mean that shit's gonna come and go regardless.
Yeah.
But the memories you create, the people you put on, the people that are there with you from the beginning, like that means more to me than like the money does.
Yeah.
Like creating it with Cam and Albert means
Yeah.
more to me than money will ever mean to me.
Yeah.
Just being able to like do that with them, and then at the end of the day saying we did it,
Facts.
regardless if we made it or not, but we still fucking did it.
Yeah.
Like that means more to me than like
Any-
X
yeah,
amount,
yeah,
infinite amount of money will ever be.
Exactly.
Because that's not something that you can just create like that. You
Yeah.
know, it's more
Like y'all
genuine, it's more from the heart. It's more love in it than anything.
It's y'all. At the end of the day, it's y'all.
Yeah.
It's like y'all's idea, y'all's product.
Like we did this shit. This
Yeah.
shit is ours.
This is y'all's, yeah.
If we make it or fucking not, we fucking did it, and that's something that I can probably say. Even if we ended today, we still fucking did it.
Yeah,
That sounds like some J. Cole stuff right there.
Hey, that's my guy.
Preach.
Guy. That's my favorite rapper, actually. Yeah, J. Cole's my favorite rapper.
All right. Well, speaking of that, like, let's talk about like music. Who do you think's like?
Music, fame,
Yeah.
shows.
Who do you think's like?
That was from Logic, by the way.
Who's that? No, I'm just kidding. No, I'm just kidding.
Never heard of
About to
him.
get a little major hate for that.
Oh, dude, I'll be honest with y'all. I was thinking about this the other day when I was driving home. I don't get why Logic gets some. I mean, I get it, but I don't get it because it's like, at the end of the day, people like fucking Blueface will blow up off of some dumbass song, Tatiana or Buzz Down, whatever the hell it's called.
Yeah.
Lil Pump mix, Gucci Gang blows the hell up.
Yeah.
But like Logic
You know
actually
why?
is like saying some shit, and it's like people hate on them. I'm like, why the hell do you blow this up? That's fucking stupid.
Lame, yeah. Weak as hell.
But like you like won't give Logic.
You wanna know why?
His respect. Why?
Cause I ain't never seen a girl shake ass to Logic.
But rap isn't about shaking ass, though. Is the thing.
Those songs that you named though, they're like
Okay, but they're.
they can blast those in the
But
club.
if you're talking about rappers like as a whole, like trying to like give someone some credit or some shit, like you can't give people like I feel like those people you can't give credit and they have more. I feel like they kind of get more credit than Logic does because nobody ever like hates on them or anything, but they'll like hate on Logic.
Yeah, I mean, I feel that. Yeah,
I mean, I feel like they get hate for sure.
Yeah.
But like, I guess it's just like
different levels of it.
the masses of people are like, we don't fuck with Logic.
Why-
But I know what you
why-
mean.
Why don't y'all like Logic though? Like what about?
No,
it?
I don't. It's not that I don't like Logic.
I don't dislike them. I'm
Yeah.
not gonna listen to stuff all the time.
I'm just not gonna bump Logic.
Why?
It's not the type of music I like, really. Like I used to.
Yeah.
I used to fuck with Logic. I feel like he just became a little corny But
For
that's
sure,
just me.
towards the end he did. But I think his last project was actually pretty good.
Yeah.
But his beginning, like when he, like my favorite stuff from him still to this day is his mixtapes.
Yeah, I like Welcome to Forever.
That's
That's
my
what I'm saying. Like I fuck with
yeah.
Logic, but I'm not gonna play him now. I can guarantee you that. Like I'm not gonna play his new shit.
Yeah.
But I'm very like I've been telling people about this. Like when I talk about music, I'm pretty closed-minded when it comes to music right now. Like if I don't like it, I don't like it, and if I like it, then I'm gonna bump that shit all the time.
That's how I used to be with music, and then I just like I when fucking Kodak first came out, I couldn't stand him because his voice annoyed
Yeah.
me, dude.
I understand.
Yeah.
His
I
voice
feel
annoyed
like
me, and that's just how it was. Like I wouldn't give like
a chance.
people a chance.
Yeah.
I only listened to the same stuff, and that was it.
Yeah. I remember.
But I've opened my ear up a whole lot more. Cause like I used to fucking hate on Drake, but like
You can't hate on Drake,
yeah,
bro.
I mean you can't. At the
Drake
end of the
deserves
day,
his
that man's-
flowers, bro.
That man's goated. I mean
Facts.
he's done what he's done for a reason.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying.
So it's like, but yeah, no, I used to be that way. Now I'm more open to stuff.
I got you. I definitely flip flopped because, bro, like I've been switching up the music I listen to on the daily now. Like I have my one playlist that I listen to all the time, and it just has like random bangers. You know what I mean? But I've been switching it up and listening to my like more chill playlist.
When I game, I just listen to your playlist.
Bro, hey, thanks, appreciate you. But it's like, bro, like I don't know, like I've listened to so much music, but there's obviously so much that I've never heard, you know. So it's getting put on is my thing because like I'm the type of person, if I get in my car, I'm gonna play music I know. Like usually, unless like a new album comes out or unless someone else tells me to listen to music.
If I'm in my car by myself, I actually like that's like the
time
area
you
where I
listen
like
to
to listen
new
to
music.
music I don't know because I'm by myself and I can actually pay attention to.
Yeah.
Like, but if I'm like home or on the game or something, like I'm more
That's when you
focused
wanna-
into that than I am. That's when I play music I know.
I got you. Yeah,
Right now I'm on my Sad Boy Heartbreak shit.
I feel you.
So
I understand.
Cam created a playlist a while back, and that's
Sad
what
Boy
I've been,
shit.
Yeah, that's what I've been bumping.
I understand.
There's some bangers on there though. I ain't
For
gonna
sure.
Lie.
That's what I'm saying. Like,
Hey, I mean, even if you aren't a Sad Boy, listen to that playlist. Shit
yeah,
nice.
that's what I'm saying.
Crying then end of the drive and stuff.
What? Fucking tears coming down. What you mean? Balling.
Balling, tears.
Not money balling either. Fucking balling rivers out here.
Shit. Yeah, I mean, going back to what y'all talking about though, like almost people that's like you said, like, you know, if I'm in the car or if I'm listening to music in general, it's almost something I already know. That's like the only times I'll discover new music is if I'm captive in a car or something like that, and someone
Captive in a car.
and someone's like playing like their music, like they're driving, they're playing their music like that, and then like
Yeah.
all of a sudden like I'll be in the back, I'm like, all right, like I kind of fuck
kinda
with
goes
this.
hard,
Yeah, like you know that Jay-Z meme, and he's like.
Yeah.
There's a lot. If you like, there's actually a lot of songs where like you don't give a chance, and then one time you just give it a chance. Like, damn, that shit was actually
Yeah,
fire.
facts,
Sweet.
yeah.
Honestly.
Yeah, I've done that with a lot of songs. I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah.
So it's either being captive in a car or it's like you're out and about like somewhere in Austin or wherever, and they're playing a song, and you're like, okay, I was like, you know, I normally would never listen to this, but it's not bad. Like
One thing I do hate, like when it comes to music, is like Colt fans. I fucking can't stand Colt fans, dude. That shit's annoying.
Colt fans?
No, Colt. Like,
Oh, Colt fans.
Yeah, Colt.
I was like, Colt fans? What
No.
they do to you?
No,
Okay,
Colt.
Colt fans. Yeah.
like people that
Like
just,
stands?
yes,
Yeah.
bro.
that artist
Like,
does no wrong, basically.
Yes.
Okay.
I understand.
Yeah.
AKA Drake, AKA Travis.
Everybody, all the big
Yeah.
Kanye.
AKA yes, Kanye.
Playboy Cardi.
Like at the end of the day, they are nice, but like not everything every rapper puts out is nice.
Yeah.
Exactly.
I mean, I'm a big J. Cole fan, but I'm not gonna sit here and tell you that every single song that he's made is nice.
Yeah.
I don't think every song that Travis has made is nice. I don't think every song Drake's made is nice. There's definitely albums that like people would just fucking hype up, and I was like, she was alright.
Yeah,
I mean,
it was-
his
it
old
was
shit's
mid.
better.
Yeah,
I
it
feel
was
like at this
mid.
point, it's like you could just release it and just like.
Yeah. Yeah, he's so, or like those artists that you named are just so popular, they could release anything at this point and it'll like do
Bro,
numbers.
If
Yeah.
Dude, if that Travis shit did not happen, Utopia would have done numbers.
Oh, yeah.
Dude.
Honestly, I think
Low-key,
if he dropped it again, I think he would have. If I think he drops anyways, it's still gonna do.
I don't think it's
numbers.
gonna do as many numbers as it's gonna do. But
I want to talk about that, but I low-key want to do like a whole video for that because for everyone that doesn't know, Zach and I went and first-hand experience type shit, and I just want to like sit down and talk about it. But yes, facts. He was on the point of him becoming like the biggest artist in like the world type shit.
Yeah.
Like it was getting crazy.
it was getting up there, but I mean, it's his fame was insane, but then like it went away so fast at the same time. It's like everybody's dropping them.
Yeah.
Everybody's dropping them. They ended a cacti, like they stopped making cacti.
A good thing I kept one dead stock. You feel me?
sir.
Wait, what?
You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
I mean,
Yeah, cacti.
yeah.
They canceled it.
The Budweiser dropped them. They just.
I just saw
Coachella.
some of that in the fridge the other day, like in like a store. So I should have.
I think once it sells out, it's like
Yeah.
no, but they're not
Type
like
shit.
redoing it. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, so if like you see one and
Yeah.
might have to cop type shit.
Yeah, I might have to start loading up. You know, give one to my kids. You know. Hey, this shit might be rusted, but good luck. Might need a tetanus shot after this, but good luck.
But going back to you, Carlos, you know what I'm saying? What like we were saying with the whole opinionated, what is like
Speaking of opinionated, I'm looking at our wall right now. We're missing a can.
oh
Anyways, go ahead.
yeah. But yeah, what is y'all's like, or what is your goal essentially with the whole thing, or like by the, you know, we're coming on the new year, I guess we could do this.
Yeah.
What is y'all's
Sure, you know? New
yeah.
year, new me.
Yeah.
That
What's your roadmap for opinionated from your perspective?
Honestly,
or by like the end this time next year?
Cam and I did a video, and we talked about the goals that we wanted to reach for the podcast this year, and we didn't reach those goals. So until we reach those goals, I'm not gonna set new goals just because those need to be met first.
Okay.
Part of that was I wanted to release, I think it was like something of 100 or 200 videos for the year.
How much did y'all?
30 maybe, like a podcast, 30 maybe.
And the end is that like something that like y'all all kind of sat down and talked about, like, hey, like what's going on, like,
No,
or
Cam
was
and
it
I
just
did,
you know
us
life?
did a video of like what our goals wanted to be for this year.
Yeah.
Self goals and goals for my brand.
The brand, yeah.
And that was just one of my goals for opinions. I wanted, I think it was 100 videos. I don't think it was 200. I think it was 100 videos. So it's like 2 videos a week.
Yeah.
And that was one of my goals. Just because there's so much content that I have up here and that's written down here, but there's just been roadblocks in the whole year that prevented us from doing what we really could have done.
Yeah.
So next year,
Locking in.
planning to go harder.
Okay.
Stuff that we should have done this year is gonna get done towards the end of this year, early next year. So we have it for the whole year going on.
Yeah.
I just got a new job,
Yeah.
so I'm gonna have more free time.
Yeah.
I'm working from home. I'm gonna have the weekends off. Once I get a car, I still do work at Best Buy. Once I get a car, I'm dipping from Best Buy.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna have my weekends completely off.
Oh, yeah.
And then there's stuff that we wanted to do. We've been wanting to do for a while now.
Yeah.
That we're finally gonna be able to do.
Facts.
So it's gonna be exciting.
Yeah.
I don't think a lot of people are gonna expect it. So it's gonna be dope. It's gonna be fun.
Yeah, I'm excited.
Like I said, I'm a visionist. I'm a visionary. So it's like I don't know. Ideas just come to my mind easy.
Yeah.
With anything.
Mm.
I've always been that way. So I just look at something, see it, or hear something, think about it. I thought about our name, stuff like that. It took a while for us to think about our name.
Yeah.
It took a minute. But I'm an idealist. I don't know. I just see I just see stuff really.
Yeah.
So it's like that. I mean that's the plan. That's the roadmap. Is just build really.
Yeah. Starting getting the whole like being consistent with it.
Yeah.
Type that I think like that's the main part with the, especially y'all have all the equipment, y'all have everything. It's just
we have
doing
everything
it.
we need. It's just up to us to do it.
Do it, literally.
I gotta stop being lazy. I gotta start holding myself accountable. I gotta start actually getting up, doing stuff.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah, I'm having to deal with that right now too.
Yeah.
So I understand.
It's nice. It feels good. It feels good. Like running. I mean, I almost ran 2 miles today.
Hell
I
yeah.
couldn't say the last time you ran a mile.
Facts.
Because my first run wasn't very far.
Yeah.
But it was weird because today I ran because I was supposed to run yesterday, but I felt like ass.
Mhm.
So I ran today, and when I was running, I was like, "Damn, I'm already almost here."
Hell yeah.
Like the last time, I was like,
I was way back
I was
there.
like,
I was
oh.
exhausted. Yeah.
So I actually doubled what I did last time because last time I just ran to where I told you I ran, and then you know how the street like it goes and you can see the nets, and then it goes off to the right and goes all the way up to like by the parking lot. So I just walked up that, I walked back down, and then I ran back. So I was like able to double what I did last time.
Hell yeah.
So
And
it's
progression.
Yeah, it's
Progression,
It's
dead
small
ass.
progression. Small progression,
Jinx.
but it's still progression.
That's a big progression. What you mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You doubled it in what, a day?
A day.
Like
Yeah.
next time, pretty much.
So, yeah. Along with opinionated, just better myself as a person.
Oh, yeah.
Because if I'm not good for myself, I'm not gonna be good for opinionated. So
Yeah.
that's the ultimate goal. That obviously at the end of the day is what I want to do.
Hell yeah.
So,
Right.
yeah.
Y'all got it, man. Like I said, y'all. It's just being consistent. That's the hardest thing. But once you are, y'all are gonna be straight. Like I said, I'm gonna be with y'all the whole way. So it's just something
Appreciate
that,
you.
of course, like it's something that, like I said, I saw before it was even a thing, and then the progression that y'all have came to now is insane, man. That's why like it's just crazy seeing it like happen in front of my eyes, and like the fact that your aspirations for this is bigger than what majority of people are wanting to do with their lives. So it's like
cool too, just because it's like when you first started, like because we have two different things. We have opinionated, which is straight sports, and we have opinionated off topic, where we bring people on.
Of course.
And then when you first started, it's like, at least in my mind, I was like, damn, man, like how are we gonna like, we have like these people sit, but like after that, how the hell are we gonna get people on?
Yeah.
And now it's like,
y'all
bro,
have,
we can book somebody.
Hey,
like we want to
facts.
get this on, but we still got to get this on who we were supposed to get last year.
Yeah.
We want to we still need to get y'all on. We still need to get Steve on. We still need to get Bash and Meeks on.
That's what I'm saying.
Still need to
Like,
get my friend David on, my friend Brandon on. Like, there's just so many people that we still have to get on that just we haven't got on. There's some stuff that we still have to reshoot from when we had somebody on, just didn't go. Like one of our behind the scenes slogan for Opinionated is it's always something, because it is always fucking something. There's always something that goes wrong.
Yeah.
I'm not bullshitting. There's always
Something.
some bullshit that goes wrong.
Yeah.
And unfortunately with that one, the computer we're using died during halfway through the show, so all the audio just got lost.
oh fuck.
So now we gotta fucking redo that one. But it's a good problem to have.
Yeah. It's the growing
exciting.
pains.
Yeah.
Because you have to go through it so you understand. Learn from it. Like,
Yeah.
all right, well, how are we gonna fix that? How are we gonna prevent this from happening? Like even with us, bro. Like it sucks. Like I said, we've been kind of shooting for a while, but like actually like sit down recording. Like we've only done like 3 episodes, and like those first 2 episodes just sucked for us because we recorded video footage, and then for some reason like the camera overheated, so we lost all that. And then so we had the audio though because I recorded it. So I just like those first couple videos. I think the first one with Zach, like the video cut out like half, or like it cut out in the beginning, and then we had like the second half.
I don't even think we released it, but we've had a video like that where the video, because we're supposed to start the cameras every 30 minutes.
Yeah.
Albert was doing the video with us And he was asking Cam and I some dope ass. Dude, the video's so fucking good. I'm so mad we can't release it.
Damn.
We still might, because I think he still has it.
I was
I'm
saying maybe one day,
we
right?
ever released it.
Yeah.
But he was asking us some dope ass questions.
Yeah.
And we forgot to restart the camera, so it just goes black, and all you just hear is audio.
All that yeah.
I was like, fuck.
Yeah, that's the worst, man. But that's why, like, ideally I want to have like a moderator. You know, that's why we got that boy Cam back there right now. You know, you did.
It's
Shout
nice.
out to
It
boy.
helps for
That's when
sure.
like you just need it, man. Honestly. So, but no, yeah, like I said, I'm here for it. I'm always gonna be with y'all. You know, I'm always retweeting y'all opinionated shit. Gotta support the boys.
What's
and
what was y'all's goal for this coming up year? Mainly, really, for you, Zach. Like, cause I know, like he lives here, so he has access to all this stuff.
Yeah.
But I mean, at the same time, he doesn't want to do it without you.
Yeah,
You're a big
that's
part
my
of the
main thing.
Yeah.
I'm not
And
gonna
it's
lie.
like you live 30 minutes away, so it's like, is it something that like you're willing to like sacrifice, like to come out here at least once a week to like do it and to like shoot multiple videos or shoot one videos? Like, is it something that you want to do, or is it like?
Yeah. So I mean, yeah, I was like, I want to do it. Like literally, I was like today. Like I had no idea. Like
Yeah, I definitely texted him like earlier, like when I was just chilling. I was like, hey, I'm trying to shoot a pod today. Would you be down? And he's like, yeah, I got you. So
yeah, literally, it was like 3 in the afternoon. And we were talking about this. I was like, hey, like what are you doing today? 'Cause
yeah, tight shit.
I
Yeah.
have all Fridays like that. So I was like, hey, like, what are you doing today? What are you doing like this week kind of thing? And he was like, well, I'm trying to shoot like the podcast today. I was like, all right, bet, like say less. So anyways, yeah, we ended up working it out like that. So I was like, literally, I was like, let me know at 3, and I pulled up at 7:30.
Yeah.
So yeah.
What about going forward? Is it something that you think you can be like consistent with, or consistently like do or try to do?
Yeah, I mean that's one thing. Is like, I like, that was his goals like that with it. As I want to be supportive, so I'm gonna try like hell to get this thing going with them.
Yeah.
But I was like,
Do you want to be supportive for like him, or do you want to be supportive for like y'all? Because I feel like, well, at least for him in his eyes, it's like it's y'all's podcast.
yeah. I mean, I want to. It's like that. That's the thing. Is I'm like, I'm gonna try everything I can to get supported and like, to get this done. I said, but at the same time, I was like, if there's something that comes up, like, and I have no control over whatsoever, I don't want to hold him back from something that's not under my control.
I don't think it's a bad thing, because I mean, if you look at a lot of podcasts, when a co-host is gone or something, the show still goes on.
No, yeah,
Yeah.
definitely.
Yeah.
The show
Definitely.
still goes on with or without whoever is there.
Yeah.
There's times where Hex hasn't been on the Optic podcast. It's just been 4 other people.
Yeah.
Just because he isn't there, but they know that it still has to go on.
Exactly.
Yeah.
When it's a solo podcast like the Eavesdrop or like Joe Rogan's or something like that, obviously it's a little bit different. But when you have 2 people, another example of Courage and Nate Shot. There's been times Nate Shot hasn't been there, so it's just been Courage.
Yeah.
I'm sure there's going to be times coming up in the future where I'm not going to be here, but Cam's going to be here. He has to do it, vice versa.
Yeah.
So I don't think it's a bad thing.
No.
Yeah.
You have to hold yourself accountable and just do it.
Yeah.
No, yeah, that like we definitely had that conversation before too. Because like I said, I'm pretty like, like I in the previous podcasts that we've done and stuff, like I've been pretty open about like what I wanted to do with this whole thing, and ideally like I'm not just using this to like grow. Like I'm trying to actually build off of this, and turn it into something where it helps me just be more of like a entrepreneur with this whole thing. But
I was saying, just we've had that conversation before, so it's not something that he didn't think of or anything, because like he definitely told me, he was like, man, like if I can't ever come to a podcast or whatever and you're wanting to record, he's like, go for it. So like I said, man, like I really want this to be like a thing, like a duo thing. But at the end of the day, like if we have a guest on or something, or you or Cam wants to hop on anytime, bro, I'm always down for that. You know what I mean?
I'm
So-
always down because honestly, it feels fucking good being on this side of it rather than that side.
Yeah. I know that you
It feels
you never
good.
know, sit down, not have to worry about. Yeah, I feel you, bro.
It feels good because I think it's getting easier for us as podcasts go on. I think you can see it in our podcast too, but easier for us to keep engaged and keep good questions going, even if they are on the fly. So it's like it's hard when you have to like think of questions on the fly when you first start, just because it's like it could just be some bullshit like, damn, that shit sucked. But like, now it's like you just think of good ass questions on the fly the more you do it, and then I think we're at a point where we're asking good questions to like start whatever it is that segment of the
Like a conversation,
yeah,
y'all do a really good job at that. That's why I'm like, man, like, honestly, I use y'all's podcast as like a way to find out. Like, that's why I use everyone's podcast, but like, you know, just bringing up yours since you brought it up.
I think we really mesh well because I will, if you've noticed, Cam will ask the questions that we have set.
Yeah.
And then I will ask the questions that
Or like follow up
questions on the fly.
And I think
we are finding a good chemistry of good questions and good like stuff to ask and like good. I know when he's gonna talk, he knows when I'm gonna talk.
Exactly. And I feel like that's the thing. Like people don't realize when you do this, like, you know, obviously, like I at first thought you just like, man, this is so easy. All you're doing is talking, bro. Like, it's not that easy. Yeah, that's why I'm so like happy for y'all, proud of y'all.
For both of y'all, since y'all's first podcast,
Yeah.
How easy did you think it was gonna be versus how it is for you now?
Bro. the first podcast we ever did, I recorded that shit off of my phone. Bro.
I know, but before
You know
going
what I mean?
in, no, before going into
Oh,
it,
before like
like oh damn, I'm gonna do this podcast
Easy.
shit.
Yeah,
it's
like,
easy. I was like, anybody can do it. Like, everybody has a podcast. Like, I was like, that must be easy.
all you need is a mic. Okay, that's easy. A camera. All right, yeah, cool, whatever. But like, you don't think about all the little things that you need you need a tripod, you need lights, you need this, you know what I'm saying? So it's just like all that extra stuff. So, but no, that's why I'm so happy for y'all, bro. Because like, I couldn't even like, I didn't think this was like anything that was gonna be anything big. You know, at first I was like, oh yeah, they're gonna do a podcast. And I realized how serious y'all were about it. And like, we was in those Xbox Live parties until fucking 5 in the morning talking about it. That's why I'm like, man, it's just lit. And that's why I'm like, I'm so happy to be a part of this. And like,
one of these days, maybe the last day that whenever that is, like at this spot, or maybe the first day when we get a studio.
Yeah.
But one of these days, I'll probably like, I ain't gonna lie, I'll probably like look at this shit and just cry. It's like,
yeah.
I don't think even for him, I mean, he can speak for it. But for me at least, like this wall, it hasn't hit me.
Yeah.
I see it every day. Like like when people come in for the first time, like they fuck with it heavy and they like compliment us and like tell us all of it and they'll go up and look at everything one by one. And it's like for us, we just see it every day. So it's like it doesn't really have an impact on us like it does for other people. And I think once it's gonna be one of the times where something major happens where we don't live here anymore, or we get a studio, or once the flags build up, I'll probably like
take it all in.
Yeah, take it all in. I'm like, damn, like
we really did this shit. Hell yeah, that's all right.
I mean, like even as I'm talking about it, like this shit just hasn't hit me yet, dude. Like I'm used to seeing it. I see it every day.
No, I feel
it's like, and then I'm sure when y'all first came over and you saw it, like, damn, that's great.
For real.
Because at first, you just saw the flag.
Yeah,
we saw everything else.
Yeah, I was about to say, like, you know, I've been fucking with y'all for a minute, so I'll pull up on y'all, and like, it was a progression of like, started at the flag, and then y'all started like hanging up the pictures, then you started hanging up the shelves. So. And
then I've also get the thing like the feedback, like, damn, I didn't know y'all were gonna like it was gonna be that professional.
Yeah.
And that's. From day one, that's how we wanted it.
Yeah.
And I think when we first started, that surprised a lot of people.
Yeah.
I think they just thought we're gonna be on some bullshit. And
Yeah, no, I
do
feel
do some fugazi ass shit.
Yeah,
So, yeah.
That's why I like, because y'all had told me that from the get go, and you're like, yeah, like we want it to be professional. Like.
And then I think that also helps when we have guests on, because they walk in, they see the lights, they see the 3 cameras, they see the nice ass cameras, they see the microphone, and I think they respect us a little bit more, or like gain more respect for us for being professional like this.
Yeah.
And I think that helps us out a lot, especially with people that we've had on and with people that they know.
Definitely.
They can like just say like, no, like they're legit. They're about the business. Like they're not just having you on just because of the name. Like they're professional with it. Yeah. Because I mean, every person we've had on, if it's the first time we met them or if it's the 50th time we met them, we treat them the same. It's like they come in and it's like we've known each other for a while, and we make everybody come in here and feel like home.
Yeah, feel comfortable.
I think that's one thing. Like going back to what you said about them showing up and like, oh, like y'all are professional with this. I think that kind of speaks to like numbers about stuff. It's like, all right, you go walk into like a podcast for someone and it's like, hey, like, oh, they got like you said, they got the cameras, they got the lights, they sunk in their own money to do this, so they're taking this shit serious. It's like, it's not like, no knock to us, but like we first started recording on our phone.
Yeah.
So it's like, you go into an interview or podcast or anything like that, and also someone's like, oh, here, let me record you real quick.
Yeah.
It's like, all right, dude, like, either you on like you mobile or you're not taking it that seriously that you're putting your own money into it. So yeah, I think that speaks a lot of numbers to it. Big
shout out, big love to my homie David, Kuno Lakai. We're gonna have him on. Don't know when. Somebody we've been planning to come on for a while now. Yeah. Since we started it. At least for me, I'll be honest. If it wasn't for him, I don't know where Opinionated would be. He helped us a lot. Yeah. I mean a lot with the mixer, microphones. How to do stuff. Like he helped us a lot. He came out to Camp's crib one time trying to help us out. Dude, I don't know if it would have been as good or as professional if it wasn't for him. And till this day, I still think about that. And it's much love and respect for him. Cause I don't know where or what it would be looking like if we didn't if he wasn't there. Yeah.
Shit, man. Well, I mean, I think that was it. I think we got a good little pod in real quick, a little introduction to you. You know what I'm saying? So, is there anything you want to ask us, or is there any other things you want to?
Why are you eating?
No, I'm just laughing because I don't know. I just feel like you have some shit to ask real quick. I don't know.
Anything you want to, obviously opinionated, but is there anything else you want to say before we get you out of here?
What do y'all? How do y'all feel about heartbreaks for men?
Kind of had a feeling.
Oh, that's been a minute.
We can do it.
Like, do you think it's like still not accepted for like men to have like emotion, or do you think it's coming more into like?
So okay. Sorry. I think it's starting to get more accepted because, like, I mean, maybe it's just like from like who I follow on Twitter and stuff like that, and this is not a good basis for this argument. It's not a good basis, but
the 200 people you follow.
Yeah, I did ask. The 200 people I follow said this.
I'm glad to be one of them.
Yeah, me too. For real though.
I follow
like on Twitter or whatever. You know what I'm saying?
I was like, please do not say my name. I was like, about to start a whole.
We'll just put it in the description.
Oh god. What is it? I don't think people look after this.
It's Thick Girl Slayer.
Hey, go look at the description, you dig? Follow the line.
Anyways.
You're just trying to create some D1 athletes. I feel you, dog.
Dig.
I feel you, dog.
Low key?
Low
Low key if you like. 5'11", hit me up. Anyways, so back to heartbreak, So, yeah, I think it's starting to become more accepted in society because, like, it's like, there's a statistic that I saw that, like, suicide is more likely to be male than female. Yeah. So it's like, I think people are starting to bring awareness to that. It's like that overall. So it's like, well, shit, like, you know, men have feelings too.
Yeah.
It's like at the end of the day, like, you know, there's probably some girl watching. It's like, nah, men don't have feelings. They're trash. We don't want to know about your ex. Anyways, but first of all, but yeah, I mean, you know, we're all humans. We all have feelings at the end of the day. So it's one of those things that it's like, it's not where it should be, but there is some progress there, but I don't think it's progressing fast enough.
Are you open with it? Like, are you open?
Feelings?
Yeah.
For the most part, yeah.
Like, if it's a boy or a girl?
Yeah, I mean, shit. I don't care. I was like, man, might put myself out there too much, but like, you know, back when I was going through some shit, you know, exes and shit, you know, I was talking to him, like, you know, and that's why I came up Park Car Talks actually, because we were literally sitting in the car, like, literally, we'd come back from, like, you know, grabbing lunch or whatever, and then, like, you know, like, hey, bro, like, you know, let me talk to you about this real quick.
Yeah.
And, like, let me get your opinion on this. So, yeah, you know, opinion needed, Park Car. Anyways,
Nice.
but, yeah, I mean, it's something that, you know, takes time.
No, yeah, I mean, like, I definitely agree with Zach said completely. Like, obviously, it's not where it should be, but I feel like it's getting more common. But there is people out there that still don't think men have emotions and shit like that. It's like, bro, like, come on now. Like, if anything happens in my life that's gonna be affecting me, like, to the point where, like, it's gonna change the way I think about whatever, or something that affects me like that much, like, of course, it's like, and I'm pretty open with that type of stuff, like you said, like, it's just getting around the right people to where you're comfortable enough to do that, and they're not gonna judge you for expressing how you feel, because, like, at the end of the day, we all kind of feel the same way. It's just getting a group of people that you're comfortable with to say it. So that's kind of how I feel about that, but that's essentially why we make this podcast. You know. But no, I know what you.
Well, I'm saying, what I used to struggle with was, like, no matter how close I was with you, no matter who you were, I used to, like, I wouldn't tell you anything. Like, I just had all my emotions bottled up and just tuck it away. And, like, on the outside, like, you see, like, Happy Carlos always joking around, saying some shit, but, like, on the inside, it's like this. But it wasn't until, like, my ex kind of, she taught me how to open up, and it's, like, okay to, like, express your feelings, it's okay to cry, it's okay to, like, do this and that. And it's always been, like, a stigma, especially for, like, a minority culture, like black community, Hispanic community. You don't get depressed, you don't get anxiety, you don't cry,
You just gotta tough it up, you know,
Yeah.
man up type shit. I know what you mean.
And that just, the man always just provides for the family and never shows that emotion, never shows that heartbreak, never cries or anything. And we were talking about it, and it felt good when we were talking the other day to, like,
honestly,
like, talk about it and actually, like, speak how I was feeling, because I mean, like I told you, that, like, that the breakup fucked me up. And that's something that I would have never fucking said 2 years ago, a year ago. And I like, it's true, like, talking to somebody, like, it does, like, make you feel better. And that's, like, something that I'm trying to do more, because I'm very passive aggressive. If you do some shit that I don't like, I'm not gonna say anything about it. I'm just gonna, like, all right, like, I just remember it. I'm just gonna remember it. But now I'm getting to the point where, like, nah, let me be a grown man about it and, like, say something about it, instead of just, like, holding a grudge and just not fucking talking to somebody about it.
So would you just attribute that to, like, just your ex, or do you think that's also comes with age? It's kind of being more self-aware and being more knowledgeable of that.
Like me personally, or just in general?
Yeah, no, you personally.
Definitely my ex.
Uh,
Definitely my ex. Just because when you're with somebody for a long time and like you're able to talk to them and then not judge you or say some shit, always support you, it's easier.
Yeah.
And then for a while we used to like have problems because I wouldn't open up, I wouldn't say shit, I wouldn't say how I was feeling, just hide it, and it could just, and you knew, but I wouldn't tell you anything.
Yeah.
But I don't think it was Asia. I mean, I truly think it was her because she was my best friend, Rock, so it's like easy to talk to her, and like she just taught me like it was okay. Now all the other stuff, I think that comes with age. Like me self-evaluating, realizing like shit's being more accepted, stuff like that. I think that came with more age. And everybody processes this stuff differently at different ages. Some longer than others. Some it just never happens. Some it happens right away. But that part of it, I think it's mainly from her.
Well, shit, man. I think that was a great way to end that off right there.
Thanks.
But was there anything else you want to say before we head out of here? Before I say our goodbyes?
I hope that y'all just actually truly get on your run, really. At the end of the day, whether if it's Cam, whether if it's me, whether if it's you, whether if it's Zach, talking. At the end of the day, words are words until the actions are put through. So, Cam and I talk a lot. We want to do this, we want to do this, we want to do this. Didn't do it. At the end of the day, just empty words. So I'm ready for both of us, opinion and our car talks to actually put forth the motion of what we actually want to do. I'm excited for y'all. I think what y'all got is great. Like the concept of it, like I said, is fucking dope.
Appreciate it, bro. Good shit.
That logo's fire too.
Yeah.
I ain't gonna lie, that logo's
Hey,
fire.
just wait on it, bro. We
That
got that shit
logo's
popping.
fire, bro.
Pop.
But other advice I can just give y'all, if this is something that you truly want to do, invest into yourself. Cam and I haven't made a fucking dime off this shit, but we've spent money.
Yeah, I was like, you don't even gotta say.
We've spent money, and we haven't made a fucking dime off of it just because it's something that we love, something that we're passionate about, something that we want to do.
Yeah.
Like I said, I don't give a fuck if we spent $100,000 and made no money.
Yeah.
The fact that I'm able to do this with him and Albert and share the same dream and passion, that means more to me than anything. So I don't care if we don't make a fucking dime off the money that we've already spent. Like, at the end of the day, I still get to do this. So not many people can say that. Not many people can say that they're doing it or they're still doing it with the amount of roadblocks that Cam and I have been through with this whole thing.
Definitely.
So just invest if you want to get your own mixer, if you want to get better mics, if y'all want to get your own camera, if y'all want to get your own lights, if y'all want to start putting shit on this wall for if this is like the place you want to shoot the podcast, fucking do it. Invest in yourself, invest in the company, invest in what you believe in. Because at the end of the day, it's y'all's. So that's the only advice I can give you. Don't it. It's gonna be expensive, but
yeah, man. Well, I appreciate you, bro. Hell yeah.
Thank you
Appreciate
for coming.
Carlos. Come on.
Appreciate y'all for having
Appreciate
me.
y'all.
Yeah.
We're gonna get it
Stay
at
tuned, everybody. We're gonna be on the move for sure. We're gonna be busting out these podcasts.
Opinionated
See
by
y'all,
Car
man.
Talks.
Yes, sir.
Car Talks by Opinionated.
Yes, sir. Yes.
Have a good
Appreciate
one.
y'all, man. See you.
Yes, sir.
Thanks, Carlos.